Somebody asked me one time on one of my videos if I could do like a story time on how me and my husband met, and I can't find the comment, but I'm gonna tell you guys now how me and my husband met. So anyone who follows me on here and is just familiar with my story knows that I was a single mom and I met my husband when my oldest was 2 years old. We got married within like a year and a half and then of knowing each other, and then we added three more kids back to back into our family, so we are a family of six. Like I said, I was a single mom and I had moved to Georgia when my daughter was a little over 18 months, and prior to that I was living with my parents, so in New Jersey. And I don't know, something in me just, I wanted to be in Georgia. I've always loved Georgia. So I took the leap of faith and I came out here with nothing but a dream. And it's worked out because we're still living here and I love it. And my husband and I were both in a Facebook group together. And one day he had asked a question about book recommendations, and I answered with some book recommendations. And he was thankful. And then shortly after, he DM'd me on Facebook asking if he knew me or where I was from because I looked familiar. Like, you're just trying to shoot your shot, boy. Like, and it was weird because he looked familiar to me too. He reminded me of someone that I knew when I used to go to George Washington University for grad school. And yeah, so I'm like, is this him? And it wasn't him, and he didn't know me, but he lived in Rhode Island, and I literally would go to Rhode Island and Massachusetts four times a year as a kid, all the way up until I left for college because my dad's family all lives out there. So maybe we ran into each other, maybe not. But yeah, the rest is history. We started talking. We talked on the phone, I think like the next day, and we talked for hours. And pretty much since that point in time, we've spoken every single day, hours every day. We talk all the time. Even now, my husband is a truck driver, but thankfully I'm able to call him and we talk all throughout the day. So yeah, that's really how we met. Nothing special. And he was living at the time, he was living in Rhode Island when we met, and I was living in Georgia, but he had wanted to move to Georgia because he does film work, and Georgia, especially like the Atlanta area, is a big hub for film work. So he ended up moving here after, let's see, we started dating April 2021, and then he moved here October 2021. So pretty quickly he moved out here. And prior to that, he would come visit me like every 2 to 3, 4 weeks. Like 1 or 2 times a month, basically, he would come out here and visit me. So yeah, if he wanted to, he would, ladies. Just know that. Like, we met, we were living across the country, and he made it happen because he wanted to be with me. We got engaged April 2022, and then we got married October 2022. And we've had a kid every year since. So yeah, and since being with him, when we started dating, I was on unemployment at the time because of COVID and stuff. And I lost my unemployment and I was trying to apply to jobs. I wasn't getting any jobs or wasn't successful because I was trying to get something where I could work from home and still be a stay-at-home mom to my oldest daughter. And he was just like, stop all this, focus on being a mom and whatever else you like to do, and I'll pay all your bills. So he was paying all my bills when we were dating. I haven't worked at all since knowing him, but I have been doing my little side projects and things like that. And I do, TikTok, brand deals, UGC work to help him out when I can. But he always tells me it's not necessary. His main thing for me is that he just wants me to be happy, the kids to be happy, and he knows that the best way that happens is with me being with them at home. So yeah, that's how I met my husband. That's the story. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And yeah, like I said, if he wanted to, he would, ladies. If he wanted to, he would.